So today we're working on a 1974 MGB GT. It's got a bit of a loose front end, so we're going to try and resolve that today. Maybe look at some other things as well. We're going in.
Maybe it's the damper that's leaking, and I rebuilt that.
Oh yeah.
Because that's all dripping, right? Pretty oily down there. This one's pretty
Is
good
it a
though.
steering damper?
No, the suspension damper.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
There's literally enough oil underneath this car to cook a curry. It doesn't look too spring-loaded.
What can you see, mate?
I don't know what that is. So you reckon it's gone really hot?
Yeah, I don't know if you can see that blue, but the heat treatment's changed. It's not the way it once was.
Okay, so we just removed this one shim, and we're going to see if that makes a little bit of a difference. I think that's better.
It seems it. But it makes me think that we should try and put a washer in there and make it even better. So, essentially this preloads the steering rack. It was usually just the spring, but there was a bit of play, so I think something's worn out in there. Putting a relatively thick washer in there to increase the preload in the spring.
To compensate.
Yeah, so hopefully it should take out some of the slack in the steering rack, and it'll handle a bit better.
Yeah, that's better.
The G's better, right?
Yeah, much better. So we think we've finished the work on the MG for today, and we're going to do a little bit of work on the Zebra. What is it, a 1978 Land Rover? 79 Land Rover. Series 3. So what are we doing on this?
So I think we'll look at the speedo cable first. I don't have one of those. So chuck that in, and then if we get the time to do it, the fuel sender doesn't work either. So I have no idea how much petrol's in there at any given time. So it's a circle thing. You can kind of mount it at any clock that the bolts allow you to line it up as.
Mm-hmm.
But it seems like there's a correct orientation. It might not have been the correct orientation to start with. Cut this stuff out.
You've got 3 different cars now. Looks like you've crashed into someone in the front and then at the rear as well.
So there's the speedo cable in there, and it loops up right around into the dash up in here. Oh, I suppose we'll find out, won't we, if it fits or not. But moral of the story is the current one doesn't work anyway.
Look how long it is. Oh, you just put it off the thing.
That's alright. So that's the old thing, that's the old housing.
That's a piece of junk.
Let's chuck that up there. So we've got the speedometer cable free from the dash, but we've got it stuck on a bung and stuck on something back behind the front bulkhead.
Yep.
I'm not quite sure what's holding it up, but someone is.
It's free of its English tomb.
And so we might have to swap that plastic bit onto the other one.
So that goes in there.
It goes in there. It's going to get stuck on everything in there, I'm sure. So, oh, no, there we go. Nice one.
A very wet and dark escapade. It's in. We just need to fix that bung, and then that's it. And then onto the fuel pump.
You beauty.
So what are you doing now?
Checking the fuel gauge, dude. And I got no voltage across. Oh no. So it's really oscillating. It's really not great.
Is that because your blinkers on?
Might be, but it shouldn't move with a blinker. Alrighty, so pretty successful day. We've managed to change out the speedo cable and figure out, had some pretty dodgy wiring underneath the car, and figured out that the wrong wire was twisted and taped to the wrong wire, and so the fuel gauge wasn't working. We've rectified that, I think, but there's probably half a litre of petrol in the tank, so it's really hard to register whether or not it's actually got anything in there. But overall, good day. That plus the MG's front end, tighten that up. Can't complain. Can't complain. More on that later.